come from after street fights, they bring a Tekken. Hey, King J, what we tell him? Back on.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, King J. Today, I've got a video that I wanted to look at from a fellow Tekken content creator, that Blasted Salami. I was speaking to Krima about some stuff, and he said, yeah, I should check out this video, so I wanted to check it out properly. So we're going to get into it, man. So, let's react. You know what we do, we do best. So we're going to react to this. Let's get into it.
Tekken 7 has been out for 7 years now. What started out as a fairly low-key arcade release in May 2015 turned into the best-selling entry in the series
I like the presentation.
and one of the most, if not the most, successful competitive fighting game of this generation, still drawing in impressive numbers to this day.
That's a combo breaker.
8 is all but assured at this point, so the question on everyone's mind is when? And beyond when, what will Tekken 8 be?
I feel like there's a
On
filter.
this channel, I've talked a lot about what I'd like to see from a gameplay perspective.
I like that tilted
But
kind
in
of
this
effect.
video,
Classic.
I'm going to focus purely on the story and character development. Crimpai, the TBS illustrator,
I see them.
and
Crimpai. I called him
spent
Crimpai. My
many
bad.
hours
Crimpai. My bad.
researching
My
and
bad.
brainstorming ideas for a possible vision of the direction
Oh, is this his drawing, yeah?
down in. Tekken's setting and characters have always been this interesting
Jackie Chan,
mix
legend.
of inspirations, with a clear love and appreciation for
You know,
cinema.
Wesley Snipes and Blade.
We approach the topic as if we were the devs
That
trying
Devil
to
Jin
figure
Knight
out
picture looks
how
sick.
to make something new while still remaining true
Who's
to
that?
its roots. And to be super clear, this is all just in the spirit of good fun. We're simply Tekken enthusiasts, and this video is an homage.
Is this the Jack
and
Heihachi
love
I've been
letter
seeing
to
on
a
Twitter?
series that means
Let me see
a
what's
lot
good.
to us.
Kazuya Jin,
What
father
will
and
likely
son.
be the focus of Tekken 8's storyline is the ongoing conflict between Jin Kazama and Kazuya Mishima.
I like the way how they
Kazuya has
had. Wait, it's a Jin Kazama and
aged
showed
a
him, and then they
bit,
switched to
and
Kazuya.
like father, like son, he's beginning to look more like Heihachi. Silver streaks in his hair resembling Heihachi's iconic hairstyle.
That looks
and
sick.
a manly mustache for good measure. At the same time,
I don't know
a bit
about
of
the
a throwback
mustache,
to
though.
his Tekken 1 design are the long
But I get
fitted
it.
gloves. And of course, the iconic purple pimp suit from Tekken 5
That
and
looks
6,
quite sick
that has
still.
been tailored for a more mature Kazuya. I always loved this
That looks quite
evocative
sick, I can't
imagery
lie.
from
I like the
Tekken 2
gloves and stuff.
Tekken Tag Tournament, portraying Kazuya as this immensely powerful but lonely, isolated, and conflicted man. Literally at the
I really
top
want to know
of
what
the
happens in the
world, but
Tekken
still
8
unable
storyline.
to move
I hope they have a
past
better
his
storyline than
needs,
Tekken 7 for
both
sure.
Literal and figurative. Kazuya might have finally achieved his lifelong goal.
I like the
of
long
killing
gloves.
Heihachi,
I think the long gloves
but
definitely suit him. It
probably
looks like kind of like that
hasn't given
mafia
him the
looking.
resolution or satisfaction he was looking for.
Looks a lot more older.
This is even hinted at with his conflicted facial expressions at the end of the Tekken 7 story when he kills Heihachi.
Oh, did he kill
Equally
Heihachi?
conflicted is Jin Kazama. It's an impossible task to make Jin look cooler than he already is, so we just decided to make some slight modifications to his established hoodie design. Perhaps to show that he's on the run from Kazuya,
So he can control the
or maybe even
devil
hunting
gene
him
then.
down. In the same way that Kazuya now resembles Heihachi, Jin is now also looking more like Kazuya. One of his eyes permanently glows yellow, similar to Kazuya's red heterochromia, and one side of his face is carved with the devil markings. Similar to Kazuya, Jin has successfully fused with his devil alter ego, and I think it'd be really interesting from a gameplay perspective for Tekken to try a moveset switch character, where you have to choose between a more
I think that would be sick as well.
inclined Jin and offensively
Oh,
inclined
you
Devil
know,
Jin.
that's an idea that I was thinking of, yeah, before with Jun and Unknown. Like back in when I thought she was gonna be in Tekken 7, I was thinking like, oh, what if Jun was in Tekken 7 and she could then turn into Unknown at any time. But in Tekken 8, Jin and Devil Jin fuse, like he can go into Devil Jin whenever he wants to. I think that would be quite sick as well, because that was something that you could do in Tekken. I think you could do in Tekken 3, sorry. Tekken 3, you could be able to go from normal Jin, and I think if you do the I could no wait. I can't remember which game it is. It's one of the games. But you lot can let me know in the comment section down below. I know there's a lot of you Tekken hardcore players out there, or even just people that consume the game. So let me know, because I can't remember what game it is. Where he's got the normal traditional style. I think it might be Tekken 4. He's got the traditional style, but he can go into the Mishima style. But yeah, let's get back into it.
Separated by perhaps a stance animation. Story-wise, I think it'll also be interesting
Fugitive
to
or Tekken.
explore
Yeah,
how
I like this.
children often come to resemble their parents,
Sick.
even if they despise them. Both Kazuya and Jin are defined by their hatred for their father. It's the primary motivator for their actions, and the fuel for the ongoing cycle of violence within the Mishima family. All culminating in a bloody, emotional, final battle between Kazuya and Jin.
I like this intro. This intro was sick.
Think. How else are we gonna uphold our family traditions? Just think of your
Hey, wait. We can't just skip past that. Hey, that's actually quite sick. That's actually quite sick. I can't even lie. That's actually quite funny. Oh man.
Think. How else are we gonna uphold our family
Yeah,
traditions?
we couldn't let that
Just
slip by. That
think
was
of
really
your
sick.
Grandfather. Speaking of which,
You reckon? Do you reckon Heihachi's dead this time? Finally.
no, he's very much still alive. Oh well, look at that. He's fine, absolutely fine. In fact, better than ever. Look, that explosion didn't even faze him. He's tip-top condition. But look, this character is never going to die, okay?
Yeah, I don't think
Never.
Heihachi's dead. I think
So,
I don't know.
we
It's
think
weird.
It'll be a fun and very Tekken idea to resurrect Heihachi's charred, mangled corpse as a cyborg.
Is that a 3D
making him
render?
the king of literal iron
It's just like
fist.
Fulgor
And look,
from like
this idea
Killer
may
Instinct.
Sounds stupid, but
It looks sick.
bear with me. Hachi is 8 in Japanese. Jack has been named after every game he's been in since Tekken 5.
This is like Crash Bandicoot or something.
Tekken 8.
Yeah, I like this.
Jack Hachi. The old man's being resurrected as part of the latest and
I
final
like the
version of
animation.
the
This
Jack
is sick.
program where they implant the brains of great fallen warriors into
Lee.
indestructible ironclad bodies.
Hey, this render looks
Bear
crazy.
With me. Bear with me.
Combo,
Kuma
sir.
is the one who came up with it. Mr. Chao Lan definitely does not find this whole situation very excellent. Also, I'm just a really, really big
This is
fan
sick.
of
Hats off to them, man.
robots
This
with
is really
facial
sick.
hair. Bless you, Unicron, destroyer of planets, disembodied head floating through space.
Okay, cool. So we got Law and
I
Paul.
always thought it was kind of weird how Forrest was in literally just one game, Tekken 3, and then completely forgotten about afterwards, except for an appearance in Tag 2, which isn't even canon.
I think Forrest should be
I
in
always
Tekken 8.
enjoyed the friendly, laid-back mentor-student relationship between Paul and Forrest, and I've always wanted to see it come back. Also, Bruce Lee tragically passed away at the very young age of 32. Clearly, a huge portion of Law's moveset is taken directly from Bruce Lee's films, so this fiery, energetic, upbeat interpretation of Jeet Kune Do matches a young man much better than Marshall, I think.
Do you know what I'm gonna say though? I wish Forrest Law was like more serious in the Tekkens. Not Forrest Law, Marshall Law was more serious. He's kind of like a joke character now, man, to be fair. Like I wish he was more serious like Bruce Lee.
For Forrest's clothes, we've taken inspiration from Bruce Lee's sense of fashion. He had a very particular
Yeah, he loved
and
the shades.
stylish way of dressing, which we'd love to see fully realized in Tekken. Paul's Tekken 7 design seems to have bizarrely been based on Mad Max. Tekken is full of movie references.
Nice.
So for this one, we looked at Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China.
You know, I never really looked at it like that, you know?
A more chilled, laid-back Paul in a mentorship role. As a callback to Tekken 4's more grounded, realistic designs, he's also putting his hair down again. Overall,
I like
I'd
this.
really love to see both Paul and Law be portrayed as less of
I like this, but you know, Paul Phoenix is definitely known for that afro, the stalk hair. So if anyone was to say anything, it's like it would be good. Oh, I just realized this is Forrest Law and this is Paul Phoenix, and that's martial law in the back. You can't see. Hold on, let me. You should be able to see from my webcam, but yeah, if you can't see, I'm gonna move my webcam. So that's Forest Law right there. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that I think everyone kind of remembers Paul Phoenix for his afro hair, innit? Like that's memorable. But with the outfit looks cool. That looks like a cool outfit. The way it says aliens, it's got question mark, and yeah, I think that's cool. Definitely would like Forest Law to look like this because that looks sick. He's got swag. They need to make all these characters have like good swag in this game as well, man. Not like, you know, the usual, like, you know, bottoms. They have like, you know, like pants or trousers or whatever, and then just like no top. They've done a lot of that in Tekken 7. They need to like be a bit more stylish, you know.
This goofball duo. Speaking of dynamic duos,
yo, Steve
and Steve were briefly shown to have a bit of a rivalry in the Tekken 5 opening.
They need intros like this
Oddly
again.
enough, this was explored in much more detail in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. These are both cool, stylish characters whose personalities
looks
are
sick.
both
They both look sick
and complementary. You have Steve, the polite gentleman, and Horong, the badass biker.
Yeah, that looks sick.
For some reason, I can see them both working as bouncers in Gunryu's nightclub. Yes, he has a nightclub now. No, don't ask. Fanfiction. I don't really have a reason for all this.
I think Gunryu would look cool like this. Look at that.
For Stephen Horong to wear these dapper suits and get into wacky Miami Vice, Starsky and Hutch style escapades. In any case, on to the next character, Steve's mum, Nina Williams. In Tekken 3, Nina and Anna were forced to become test subjects
Make her look like Uma Thurman, man.
Cryogenic freezing experiments, and so were put into a cold sleep, meaning they stayed in their 20s despite the rest of the male cast aging up.
I was frozen today!
So, Nina during the time skip has aged disproportionately. Let's say the cryogenic freezing wore off or is having some side effects resulting in accelerated aging.
What happened?
Nina is a ruthless, hard-boiled assassin.
Oh.
So we feel she should have some battle scars to reflect that and also serve as a contrast to her natural beauty. Nina's costume is designed to be both practical.
You know, I've always wanted to do a video talking about like women aging in fighting games, because I don't feel like women age in fighting games a lot. Like, you know, Kazumi's meant to be old, but if you look at her, she looks young. Nina's not aged. Anna's not aged. Like, a lot of these characters don't age. You know, none of the female characters age. So it's kind of good that they're kind of going through this kind of like older kind of battle scars type of route. Like, I think this is good. I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence on this one.
And sensuous.
But I like the design.
Taking a bit of inspiration from Anne Parillot's iconic performance as La Femme.
Yeah, I like the design.
The garters in particular are a callback to the
it's legs.
fantastic Tekken 2 intro.
Okay, yeah, this is what the intro
We've
is.
also tried to show this clash between Nina the killer and Nina as a woman through her blurred mascara, which now runs down her face to resemble a sort of spidery Rorschach of battle makeup.
Nah, give that to Safina, man. Don't give like Nina's always kind of clean faced.
By the Batman. For her Player 2 look, we took inspiration from the yellow jumpsuit in Kill Bill, which of course is also an homage to Game of Death. Clearly, the bride was a massive influence to her costume in Tekken 7.
This outfit
so
is sick.
Was a natural step.
Yeah, this outfit's sick. Get it again.
And Elisa. A lot of people point to these characters as the moment when Tekken jumped the shark, so to speak, in terms of character design. Essentially that they're way too anime and that it skewed Tekken's delicate, multifaceted balance of inspirations towards nerd or otaku culture. I can kinda see where they're coming from, but I also think Lars and Elisa have a lot of latent potential as characters that hasn't been fully explored yet. Starting with Lars, I think him being the illegitimate bastard child of Heihachi, born to a Swedish mother, is a really cool idea. So I have no idea why this is his haircut and why he speaks Japanese even though he was raised in Sweden. I really hope they just go full Viking with this guy, give him a badass Norse Viking beard, make him speak Swedish, have his eyes tinge blue with lightning.
I'm not gonna lie, a Viking look for Lars will give him some type of purpose, because the purpose that he has in Tekken in general, he's kind of like just there. He doesn't really have a purpose, but this type of purpose of having like a Viking will give it like a different dynamic to the character. Like he'll just be like, oh, this character is like a Viking style type of character. No one really remembers Lars. Lars is not really that type of memorable kind of character. He's, I don't know, man. I don't really like it. I don't really like the way how he looks. So yeah, I go with this one. I think this looks really good.
And overall, just make him metal as all hell. Though, Viking Lars is a pretty drastic transformation from Visual K Lars. There needs to be some sort of setup or reason for this, and I think something that Lars has always lacked as a character is a more personal, emotionally charged connection to his Mishima Kazama blood feud. I think Devil Jin should be responsible for either seriously damaging or outright destroying the original Elisa.
Oh, Claudio.
Yes, original, we'll get to that later. Fanfiction, putting Lars on a crusade of both revenge and looking for a way to repair his lost love.
Claudio needs to seriously be in a story, man.
Elisa. I think the idea of Dr. Boskonovich creating an android in the shape of his own deceased daughter is both tragic and beautiful. I'm surprised that this hasn't been explored more. A recurring theme in science fiction, particularly those centered around artificial intelligence, is
this kind of crazy story.
Copied. Who or what is the original? That's why I think it makes sense for Elisa to be mass-produced. And this also ties in with Lars' motivation to bring back the original. Perhaps hacking off bits from the mass-produced Elisas to use for repairs. Fanfiction. Also, I think this would give the devs more flexibility to really explore without any restrictions. The most interesting part about Elisa from a gameplay perspective, which is the duality between her normal mode and destructive form.
Yeah,
so
destructive.
Usually Elisa is a very defensive.
I'm not gonna lie, destructive form looking like this is actually quite sick. I'm not gonna lie, they need to do something like that in Tekken 8 where she's in destructive form where the chainsaws come out and her eyes just go red or something. That would be really sick, and that will put a lot of detail into the character. But then I'm going, yeah, no, definitely take notes on this one. This one's it's a good idea.
Movement-oriented character who gracefully slides around the screen, similar to a figure skater, and this is represented in a lot of her moves. It seems this is a sentimental holdover from the original human Elisa that Dr. Boskonovich programmed into her. But when she needs to make a comeback, Elisa can bust out the chainsaws, which turns her into a terrifying lockdown machine. I'd really love to see this duality pushed even further, both in terms of gameplay and visuals.
Okay.
Maybe with Elisa's usually chirpy voice turning into a terrifying metallic growl when the chainsaws are out, and her eyes pulsing with a menacing red hue like the Terminator.
Very good idea.
Similar to Lars, please have her speak her native language, Russian, because Dragunov certainly isn't.
Oh, is it done? Oh, I wanted more. I thought they were gonna show like Claudio or something. This is sick, man. Sick artwork.
Friends, thank you for watching. This project was something a bit different than what you might expect from this channel, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. A massive shout out to our incredibly talented artist Crimpine, as well as 3D Bogey, who created that amazing 3D render of Heihachi.
I ain't gonna lie, shout out to them, man. This video was really, really good. I think that's the end of the video. I think it's a very good video. Shout out to them. Shout out to Leon Massey and that Blasted Salami for hitting 100k. Both of them hitting 100k is absolutely amazing. You know, it's good to see other fighting game content creators doing really well and getting to that 100k mark. You know, when I was starting off first, there wasn't really that much content creators, but there's a lot, and they're doing really well and getting 100k. Hats off to them. Really, really sick. The video, I really enjoyed it. I wanted to see more characters though, to be fair. I wanted to see what you lot thought about Anna and those type of characters as well. Like maybe like the duos Nina and Anna, Claudio as well. What could you have seen in Claudio as well? But again, I know this probably takes a lot of work and resource and research, so I definitely take that into consideration as well. But this was a very great video. You know, shout out to you lot. Hopefully, maybe one day I might hit 100k. We'll see. You know, if you lot enjoy this video, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Go check out the Blasted Salami on his channel as well. I'll leave a link in the description for the original video. And yeah, like amazing stuff, man. We'll be on to the next video. As always, we upload quite a lot on this channel, so remember to subscribe so you don't miss out. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.
Simmer down. Simmer now. Couple kicks to your boat. I'm a winner now. Like Eddie with the feet. I'm a killer now. Simmer down. Simmer now.